scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Prescott High School tonight, girls high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw is at Prescott in a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, they are 15-4 overall on the season after their 55-37 win over Mondovi, while Prescott 9-10 on the season so far after their 61-58 loss to St. Croix Central. For the Panthers, Emma Hoyt, the leading scorer with about 13 points a game. Addison Oth, the leading rebounder with 6 rebounds a game. For Prescott, Violet Otto, the leading scorer, 17 points a game. While Rory Zulsdorf is the leading rebounder with 7 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll be talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the big win over Mondovi earlier last week and also tonight's game against Prescott. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, well, we're going to tell you who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Prescott girls basketball game, let's run down our schedule tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Boys basketball tonight in the Dairyland Conference. Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran is at Cochran Fountain City. In the Dunn St. Croix, Boyceville hosting Lake Holcomb. Baldwin Woodville is at Mondovi. Spring Valley is hosting McDonald Central. In girls basketball tonight in the Dairyland Conference, Cochran Fountain City is at Augusta. Blair Taylor hosting Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Alma Center Lincoln at Alma Pepin. That game to be held at Pepin High School. And in the Dunn St. Croix Conference tonight, along with the Prescott Durand-Arkansaw game, another non-conference game as Colfax is at Somerset. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. On the way on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win over Mondovi last week and tonight's game against Prescott. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Prescott girls basketball game, joining us right now is Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball coach Darren Lowenhagen. Coach, last week I was at Corn Soy Expo, but on Thursday night took on Mondovi, won that game. Tell us a little bit about that game, what you liked from the team.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game for us. I thought we played well, especially against their zone that they threw at us. They've been kind of doing that the last few times we've been playing them. They went to a little man first, came back zone, and then I thought we did a really nice job executing versus that, getting some good looks with it.
And so they were trying to alternate between the man and zone throughout the night?
Yeah, I think they wanted to start man just to throw us something that we maybe weren't expecting, and then they went back to their tried and true zone. And again, I thought we did a good job with it, getting that ball inside, getting it outside, and then making the shots when we needed to.
And defensively on the glass, pretty good performance by the girls?
That was, probably the one thing that I think we talked about after the game is we wanted to be better rebounding. I didn't think we were good enough in that game rebounding, and it was kind of a toughness thing. I think they have some girls from Mondovi that really crash the boards hard, and they'll go right through you. So we just kind of have to get in the right spot and then be really tough and go get it. And then sometimes it might be me boxing her out, but I need my teammate to come from behind and help rebound. So I think as a group we weren't good enough, and we talked about it, and I'm hoping that we'll be better with that tonight.
Tonight taking on Prescott, the old Middle Border Conference rival. What do you see in the Cardinals from the film? Yeah,
I mean, they're big, they're good. They just got a girl that as a junior has 1,000 points, so she scores it well, and actually I think we're going to see a little something before the game for her. So we'll have our work cut out for us. Again, with their size, obviously I want to make sure we do a good job boxing out and rebounding, taking care of it. Offensively, we got to be patient, not taking quick ones. We really got to make them play defense. And then obviously for us, if we can try to limit turnovers, that'll be good for us.
Do they like to play a zone or a man defense?
In the past years, they've played a little bit of both. This year I think I've seen more man out of them, but I'm sure they can go to either way.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen, you mentioned that patience. That's always a hard thing because, okay, you're got to move the ball, move the ball around. Of course, then the crowd starts getting into it. They start chanting and the whole deal. And how do you teach that to the girls? Just that's okay.
Yeah, I think patience offensively is good and bad. For us, I think if you're not making shots, it's not good to keep taking quick shots. So we definitely need to work to get a great shot in those situations where you're kind of going through a little bit of a lull offensively, and maybe the shots aren't going, or you're kind of forcing too quick. So I think for us, it's really trying to be patient early, get the shots we want to get, and then once we get a rhythm, then we can take some of those quicker shots.
Now you mentioned the issues with crashing the glass at Mondovi. If they have bigger girls, that on the defense, we can't give them 3 or 4 extra chances, especially with a girl that's a junior that scored 1,000 points.
Yeah, and you saw it in Mondovi too. It's not just the offensive rebound, but when you have people crashing and then they get the offensive rebound and they throw it out, everybody on the three-point line is wide open too. So that's kind of what hurt us a little bit at Mondovi. They get that offensive rebound, they kick it out for 3 while there's nobody guarding her because everybody's in there rebounding, but we didn't get the ball. So now they get a wide open 3 out of it. So really trying to limit those opportunities will be huge.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen, along with the junior that scored has scored 1,000 in her career here. What else offensively does Prescott bring to the table?
Yeah, they got a couple other shooters. They got some size for posting up. They actually post up with a lot of different people. They'll kind of pass, they'll cut through, and then they post up. So making sure we talked a lot about post defense and how we want to play that, and making sure we're not just being lazy on some of those cuts, jumping to the ball and being physical with them.
Be a fun game tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. It's Durand-Arkansaw at Prescott and girls high school basketball coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
And welcome back to Prescott High School, where tonight Durand-Arkansaw taking on Prescott in a girls basketball matchup. And good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Winnekins from Prescott High School. And a special welcome to the men and women listening to our broadcasts that are serving in the military and our streaming audio service. We would like to say thank you for your service. We hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. And our streaming audio being brought to you by Adams Super Service, your partners network car care center Durand, and also Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Also, a special welcome to those of you watching our broadcast on our video streaming service. Video streaming being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Also, we would like to welcome those of you watching on the Durand-Arkansaw School District's YouTube channel and NTech Channel 99. Right now, on courtside, they are recognizing Violet Otto, the junior. She scored her 1,000th career point the last game, and so they are recognizing her. She is one of the starters for Prescott, and again, she is a junior, so they're recognizing her. It is senior night here at Prescott High School as well. That's why the JV game went a little bit longer than expected. That's why we have the late start. Throughout the evening, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors, and please thank these businesses and organizations. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at goodrichfh.com. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As again, they recognize Violet Otto, the junior, who has so far scored 1,000 career points with Prescott. And that, again, she's a junior. Congratulations to her. And they are going to take some photos. And then we will have our national anthem and that as well for tonight, before tonight's broadcast. Winning in the JV game, by the way, Durand-Arkansaw won that game by a score of 36-33. And at one point, it was only a 1-point lead with under a minute remaining. And we're going to have our national anthem.
Prescott High School senior Will Marker sings our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And our national anthem, senior from Prescott High School with that. Time now for our starting lineups. And for Durand-Arkansaw, 15-4 on the season. Coming out will be number 2, senior Chloe Auth. Number 10, senior Allison McMahon. Number 12, senior Victoria Kurth. Number 14, senior Emma White. And number 21, senior Sawyer Sibelko. And the Panthers, they will be in their purple uniforms with the white numerals, as they are now introducing also some of the other youth basketball members as well. For Prescott tonight, starting lineups will be number 2, junior Violet Otto, number 3, senior Ellie Block, number 10, senior Roy Zulsdorf, number 30, senior Ashley Keller, and number 44, senior Jenny Roll. And Prescott will be in their white uniforms with the red numerals, or the burgundy numerals as well. The Panthers, first half, they will be going from right to left, Prescott left to right here in this first half. Well, where we are at, for those of you watching, yes, we are in the student section, and a lot of times when we are in the student section, of course, we will have students standing all night, so we will try to do the best we can here with our shot. They're all looking at us now because that's what they do when they introduce the opposing team. Now, of course, they do this at Prescott. They kind of do this up. They turn off all the lights with the exception of the wrestling mat light. And so now they'll do the introductions for Prescott here, and then we will get our first half underway. "18 minutes up on the clock. And we will be ready to go. All right, so there we go. Lights are back on. We're ready to rock and roll here. All right. Now the eyes got to get adjusted here. All right, so we'll be ready to go here in just a moment. So again, for those of you watching, I apologize. This is, like I say, this is what the kids always do, and this was the only spot I could go. There was no power on the adult side. And without Mr. Electricity, well, nothing works. So here we go. Again, we'll do the best we can with what we got. And so Victoria Kurth at center to face Ashley Keller from Prescott as we get this first half underway. Up we go. It's going to be tipped and controlled by Prescott. We are underway. That's Zulsdorf as they go across the timeline now. And over to Block. Block now comes to the top of the key, over to the right wing. Over to the top of the key. Round the horn we go to Otto. Otto now tries to work in from the inside. Now into the right side, over to Block. Block looking for a cutter inside. No one there. Back to Otto. Otto now to the top of the key to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf tries to alley-oop it in, but they got to kick it back out. Now Otto fakes right, goes left, does a spin move, drives inside, loses the ball, regains control, puts up the tough shot, up and in. Inbounded now to Chloe Oth. 2-0 Prescott. And across the timeline now comes the Panthers. And over to Chloe Oth. She can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. It's Prescott ball. And so now inbounding it on the far side will be Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf gets it inbounded to Roll. Roll now back to Otto. Not across the timeline yet. And Otto now still not across the timeline as Chloe Oth in front of her. Gets across the timeline now. Nearly lost the ball. Hands it off to Zulsdorf. Over to the right wing now to Keller. Keller now back to Otto. Otto top of the key. Fakes left. Goes right. Stops. Stop. Shot. Good. 3-ball was good to make it 5-0 Prescott. Chloe Oth now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko, right wing, bounce pass back over to Oth. Oth now over to Kurth. Kurth here on the near side, back to Oth at the top of the key. Sabelko, right wing, 3-ball, shot no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? That is Kurth. Kurth now over to Oth and over to Hoyt. Hoyt, left wing, 3-ball, shot no good. Rebounded by Roll. Roll over to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf now across the timeline. Looking for a cutter now, and it's going to be Otto. Throws it, nearly couldn't hang on to it. throws it off of a Panther player, and it will stay Prescott ball. And we have a player down, and that is Sabelko, who's coming up limping. And she's being helped off the court. So coming in now for the Panthers, number 5, and that's Jaden Glaus. I think Addison Oth is also injured and out tonight. Inbounded to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf now pass is going to be intercepted by Kurth to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Hoyt. Back over to Glaus now. She's trapped, but manages to get it back over to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Kurth. Kurth cross-court pass now over to Oth. Oth now back to McMahon. To Hoyt, top of the key. Over to Oth. Oth right wing. 3 ball. Chloe Oth with the 3. And so now makes it a 5-3 Prescott lead. As Zulsdorf now coming across the timeline. Zulsdorf now looking for a cutter. No one there. She gets cut off, has to hand it off to Block. Block keeps it herself, goes inside now. Kicks it back out to Otto. Otto on the right wing, squares up. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Roll. Kicks it back out to the outside now to Zulsdorf. She'll drive in. Pass intercepted. Intercepted by Kurth. Kurth now over to Chloe Oth. Oth across the timeline on McMahon. McMahon on the right wing. McMahon now out to Hoyt. Nearly got across the timeline, but stayed in the near court. Now over to Oth. Oth fakes the 3. McMahon left corner to Oth, left wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf back the other way for Prescott. Prescott leads 5-3, 14:30 remaining in the half. Otto now on the right wing. Otto tries to get around. Chloe Oth does. Drives the post. Puts up the shot. Up and in. 7-3. Prescott. And across the timeline now to Oth to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Glaus. Glaus back to Hoyt to Oth. Top of the key now to Kurth. Kurth left wing to Oth. Oth to McMahon now on the right wing. Back to Hoyt right side. Hoyt now looking for a cutter. No one there. Cross-court pass to Glaus. She drives into the lane but gets cut off. She has to get it back out to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. 3 ball on the way short. And it's going to be rebounded by Block. Back the other way to Otto. Otto across the timeline now. 7-3. Prescott. Otto down to the right wing now. Hands it off to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf top of the key. Hands it off to Keller. Keller now gets it back inside. And inside to Block. Nope, intercepted. Intercepted by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to McMahon. McMahon now back to Chloe Oth. Oth still not across the timeline. Now gets across the timeline to Glaus. Glaus inside to Kurth. Kurth into the lane. Kicks it back out to Glaus. 3 ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Roll. Roll now to Otto. Again, 7-3. Prescott. 13 minutes remaining in the half. Otto cross-court pass now over to Roll. Roll on the right wing. Roll now looking for a cutter inside. Can't find anybody. Has to come and hand it back off now to a Block. Block 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth now to Oth. Oth across the timeline now. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Inside now to McMahon. McMahon back to Kurth. Kurth tries to kick it back up. Pass is tipped and intercepted. Whistle travel. Travel will be on Zulsdorf with the, she's the one who made the interception. So it'll go back to the Panthers. Well, they were working on Sabelko's right ankle. They're taping it up. We'll see if she does return. As Glaus now to inbound it on the far side. Inbounds it to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now over to McMahon. McMahon right wing. McMahon now looking for a cutter. No one there. Has to get it back out to Oth. Oth now over to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now comes over to the top of the key now. Inside to Hoyt, driving the post, puts it up, over, lays it, no good. Loose ball, it's going to be off of Prescott. Oh, it was a nice drive, too, by Hoyt. Great pass in, it just couldn't get it to drop. Again, 7-3, Prescott. Inbounding it now is Oth to our left. Off looking, better hurry, and gets it out to McMahon. McMahon back out on the outside now, and comes back out towards center. Pulls up the dribble now over to Off. Off now back to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now comes back out towards the center, and over to Off. Off now looking for a cutter, can't find one now to Glaus. Glaus drives in, has to kick it back out to the outside to Hoyt now. Hoyt fakes right, goes left, tries to drive inside, can't do it. Over to Kurth. Kurth now to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth, right side, 3-ball shot, no good, rims out. Rebounded by Prescott. That's Bowles with the rebound. Over to Otto now. And Otto across the timeline. Otto now over to Schomer. Schomer now comes over to the top of the key for Prescott, leading 7-3. And intercepted, knocked away by Glaus. It'll stay Prescott ball. And so Prescott inbounding it. Inbounded now to Thone. Thone across the timeline. And now we'll come over to the top of the key now. Thone looking for a cutter, though. Gets it over to Bowles. Bowles now back to Thone. Thone off to Otto. Otto lost control of the ball. Knocked away by Chloe Off. So Otto will inbound it to our right and inbounds it now to Schomer. Schomer across the timeline. She tries to drive inside, can't do it. Kicks it over to the wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Paschal. Paschal to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth across the timeline for the Panthers over to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now back to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. 3-ball on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Otto. And Otto now across the timeline. Otto now comes down to the right wing and squares up. 3-ball on the way is good by Otto. She has all their points. 10-3 now, Prescott. And across the timeline is Oth. Oth over to Kurth. Kurth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing. Fakes right, goes left, drives the post from the wing, puts it up and in. So Emma Hoyt makes it 10-5 now, Prescott. Across the timeline is Zulsdorf. Oh, she's not across the timeline to Otto. Otto now gets across the timeline. She's going to keep it herself. Stop, hop, shot off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hoyt to Oth. And now over to Kurth. Kurth back at center. Kurth now. Bounce pass inside to Hoyt. Hoyt, stop. Shot off the glass. Oh, no good. Is it rimmed out? Rebounded by Chloe Oth. She drives the glass. Counted in the foul. Oh, man. Chloe Oth gets the rebound and just drives into the post. And the foul is going to be on number 5, and that is going to be Thone. So going to the line to complete the three-point play is Chloe Oth. 10-7 Prescott. And free throw on the way is good. So it makes it 10-8 now. Prescott inbounded now to Schomer. Full court Panther press over to Thone. Thone still not across the timeline. Here comes the trap, but she gets away from it. Gets it down to the right wing to Hildebrand. Hildebrand now looking for a cutter on the right wing. No one's looking for Otto, but she was not definitely open. Now cross court pass to Otto. Otto works off the screen. 3-ball on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt to Glaus. Glaus now on the right wing. Glaus to Kurth. Kurth now over to Chloe Oth. Chloe on the left wing now to Hoyt. Hoyt left corner. And Hoyt now gets trapped. She's pulls up the dribble, now gets it back out to Kurth. Kurth back at center. We'll reset the offense now to Glaus. Glaus left wing. Looking for Hoyt inside. She's not open. And, of course, the crowd now trying to egg the Panthers on to take a bad shot over to Paschal. Paschal now to Chloe Oth on the outside to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. Hoyt now. Looking for a cutter, no one there to Paschal. Paschal top of the key. Paschal now hands it off to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth looking for a cutter on the right wing, no one there, back to Kurth. Kurth back at center, staying on the outside now. Let's try all this again. So Chloe Oth says, we'll reset everything. Over to Glaus now. Whistle and a travel on Glaus. So on the far side, inbounding it will be Hillebrand. Hillebrand to inbound it, and inbounds it to Schomer. And Schomer gets it across the timeline now to Bowles. Bowles intercepted by Kurth. Kurth back the other way, lays it up and in. We're tied at 10. So quickly back the other way comes Schomer. Schomer not across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Gets the pass off now to Hillebrand. Over to Otto. Otto left, right corner rather. She's trying to work off the screen, comes out to the wing. She gets triple team, throws the ball out of bounds. Panther ball. It'll be a Panther ball as Kurth to inbound it to our right. Tied at 10. 7:58 remaining in the half. And inbounded now to Chloe Oth. And Oth now across the timeline. Over to Glaus. Glaus on the right wing. Bounce pass now to Hoyt. Hoyt back at center now to Chloe Oth on the left wing. Chloe Oth, she'll drive in from the wing. Puts up the shot. No good. Blocked from behind. No foul. Otto with the loose ball. Back the other way to Zulsdorf. Back the other way now. A 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. Rebounded by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth, though, has the ball knocked out of bounds by Otto. So it'll stay Panther ball. And Glaus to inbound it to our left. McMahon comes in for Hoyt. Also coming in now for the Panthers, Emma Pelkey. Coming in for Glaus. It doesn't look like Sabelko will be coming back. She has ice on that left ankle. And as it elevated, I think she's questionable to return. Inbounded now to Chloe Oth. So Oth across the timeline now to Kurth. Kurth now back to Paschal. Paschal on the outside now looking for a cutter. No one there. Now to Chloe. Chloe on the right wing. Over to Kurth. Kurth top of the key. Kurth now looking for a cutter. No one there. Over to Paschal. Left wing now. Chloe Oth. Left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip. Coming up with it is Chloe Oth in the left corner. Gets it back out to Pelkey. Pelkey back to McMahon. Over to Paschal. Paschal now to Pelkey. Pelkey nearly lost the ball, but Paschal comes up with it. Paschal over to Oth. Oth cross-court pass now to Kurth. Kurth comes over to the top of the key. Over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth right side now. Back to McMahon. McMahon right wing. Again, we're tied at 10. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey right corner. Over to Chloe Oth now. Chloe, cross-court pass to Kurth. Kurth on the left corner, drives over to the left wing, now back to Paschal. Paschal right wing, 3-ball on the way is good by Peyton Paschal. And the Panthers lead for the first time tonight, 13-10. And across the timeline now comes Schomer. Schomer puts it up and in, coast to coast by Schomer. 13-12 Panthers, 6 minutes remaining in the game. And across the timeline comes Oth. Oth now over to Pelkey. Back to Paschal. Paschal now on the right corner, or left corner rather. And nearly lost the ball. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. Let's see. It stays Panther ball. Again, that's right in front of where the kids are standing. So those of you watching, yes, we're totally blocked. All right, so Paschal to inbound it. Inbounds it to Oth. Oth now back over to Hoyt. Hoyt left corner. Comes back out to the wing now. Over to into the lane now. Puts up a tough shot. Driving inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf back to Schomer. Schomer back the other way now. Cross-court pass tipped. Loose ball. Otto comes up with it on the right wing. She comes down to the right corner. Tries to drive right baseline. Now comes back out to the wing. Top of the key now to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf retreats back and says, let's all reset all this again now as she directs traffic. Bounce pass now over to Roll. Roll. Top of the key. Gets it to Schumer. Schumer is screened. Wide open three. Shooter's roll for Otto. 15-13 now, Cardinals. And across the timeline is Oth. Oth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt now, right wing, over to Pelkey. Pelkey, top of the key. To Paschal. Paschal, right wing. Paschal's going to drive inside. Stop, whistle, foul. Foul's going to be on number 44. It's going to be on Roll. Going to the line is Paschal. Thank you to Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts. Call them now as it's tax time. First free throw on the way is good. 672-4425 and schedule that appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also service other brand name appliances. That's Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Paschal makes them both. Tied at 15. Paschal comes back out. Looks like Kurth comes back in. And so inbounding it now will be Schomer. Schomer inbounds it now to Thone. Thone now across the timeline on the far side for the Cardinals as we're tied at 15, 4:38 remaining in the half. Over to Bowles now. Bowles on the right wing. Bowles looking for roll inside. Roll now, bounce pass inside. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on Hoyt. Pass was intended for Zulsdorf. So inbounding it now will be Otto. Inbounds it to Roll. Roll now back to Bowles at the top of the key. Over to Otto now. Otto has Chloe Oth in her face. Now down to the right wing to Zulsdorf. Inside pass knocked away by Kurth. Pass intended for Thone. We'll try that again. Otto to inbound it now to our right. Otto now. Out to Roll. Roll now passes it off to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf at the top of the key. Zulsdorf fakes left, goes right, now comes over to the wing. Otto now at the top of the key. Otto passes it off to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf comes back out towards center. Zulsdorf now works off the screen, but manages to get around a couple of defenders, drives to the post, whistle foul. And looks like foul will be on Pelkey. So going to the line for two is Zulsdorf. Thank you to Entech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless summer fitness and tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. First free throw, no good. Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. And Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, and tell them, or visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. 16-15 now. Prescott off across the timeline now over to Glaus. Glaus now to Paschal. Paschal to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Back out to Hoyt. Top of the key. Squares up. 3-ball on the way is good by Emma Hoyt. Panthers up by 2. 18-16. 3:34 left in the half. Inbounded to Thone. Here comes the trap. She gets it across the timeline now. Long cross-court pass over to Bowles. Bowles left wing. Stop. Shot in the lane. Shot no good. Coming up with it is... Oh, well, Glaus had it, but she traveled, so we'll go back to Prescott. So Prescott will have it. Otto to inbound it to our right. And bounce pass inside to Zulsdorf. Into the lane, puts up the shot. No good. Hoyt with the rebound. Hoyt on the far side. Quickly across the timeline for the Panthers. Up by 2, 18-16. Over to Oth now. Oth over to Paschal. Paschal left wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Tip. And Glaus fighting for it. Jump ball. It'll be Panther ball on the possession. So Chloe Oth to inbound it now to our left. Chloe Oth inbounds it to Paschal, to Kurth. Jump ball. And it now goes back to Prescott. So inbounded now to Thone. Thone now passes, intercepted by Kurth. What an interception. Oh, she overlaid it, darn it. And coming up with a loose ball is Thone. Oh, man, Bowles now back the other way. And back the other way now comes Bowles. Bowles down to the left wing. Panthers up by 2. Cross-court pass now over to Thone. Thone on the left wing. Thone now hands it off to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf tries to drive in from the left wing, kicks it back out to Otto. Otto now. Bounce pass over to Block. Block gets it inside to Zulsdorf. Puts it up and no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth now over to Oth. Oth across the timeline. Oth now over to Paschal. Paschal right wing. Now to Chloe Oth, right side. She'll try and drive right baseline. Pass is tipped, but Kurth comes up with it on the other side. She'll drive in, puts up a tough shot in the lane. Shot no good. And Paschal fighting for it, gets the rebound. Back over to Hoyt now. Hoyt, cross-court pass to Glaus. Panthers up by 2, 18-16. Now over to Paschal. Paschal here on the near side. To Hoyt, top of the key. Over to Glaus on the right wing. Glaus will try to drive inside. Back out to Chloe Oth, top of the key now. Over to Paschal, left wing. Paschal looking for Hoyt inside. And back across the timeline, or back out to the outside is Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Kurth. Kurth now comes over to the top of the key, over to Paschal. Paschal right wing. Paschal head fakes, drives inside, puts up a shot. Blocked, but Paschal comes back up with it. Glaus, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And tip. Coming up with it is Otto. And so Otto across the timeline. Minute 15 remaining in the half. Panthers up by 2. 18-16. Otto round the back, comes over to the top of the key now. Over to the left side. She's trying to get the probably work off a screen now. Cross-court pass over to Thone. Thone now to the top of the key. Long cross-court pass over to Otto. Otto now comes into the lane. Kicks it back out. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And coming up with a rebound is Glaus. Glaus over to Chloe Oth. 47 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 2 here in the first half. As Oth now across the timeline. Whistle to foul. Foul being number 4 for the reach. That is on Bowles. 39 seconds remaining, and inbounding it will be Kurth right in front of us. And so Kurth or check that now. Kurth is not inbounding. It'll be it was McMahon inbounding it over to Oth. Oth across the timeline. Oth now over to McMahon. McMahon right wing now over to Hoyt. Hoyt right corner puts up a tough shot on the baseline, up and in. 20-16 Panthers. 20 seconds remaining. Quickly back the other way now. Loose ball. It'll be off of Kurth as the Schomer was trying to go coast to coast. It'll stay Prescott ball. So they'll inbound it on the far side. Looks like Schomer to inbound it. Schomer looking, inbounds it now to Thone. Thone on the left wing. Over to Otto. Otto now comes down to the left wing. Now here comes, she's on the far side. She's trapped, loose ball. And still a loose ball. Jump ball, Panther ball with 7 seconds remaining. So, but the Panthers will have to go length of the court here with 7 seconds remaining. Again, leading 20-16 if they want to get a shot off. Chloe Oth quickly back the other way. Gets across the timeline. Keeps it herself. Puts up the shot. No good. That's half. As it was blocked. We're at halftime. 20-16. Panthers lead. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls high school basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Kansu.
It's time for our great industries to come back to America. I want them back to America.
President Trump at the White House signing the order levying a tariff on imported steel and aluminum.
Protecting our steel and aluminum industries is a must, and today I'm simplifying our tariffs on steel and aluminum so that everyone can understand exactly what it means. It's 25% without exceptions or exemptions, and that's all countries, no matter where it comes from.
In the Phoenix suburb of Scottsdale, Arizona, officials say a business jet, a Learjet, veered off a runway and collided with a Gulfstream business jet that was parked. Officials confirm at least one person was killed. Gas prices headed higher. The government reports its national average price for regular rose almost a nickel in the past week, now just under $3.13 a gallon. The biggest increases in the lower Atlantic, Midwest, Rocky Mountains, and West Coast. This is ABC News.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A gained scent bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of gained scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them gained scent beads. Try gained scent beads, way fresher than detergents alone.
Attention all egg producers. It's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by ag strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern ag challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
The Bucs will play on back-to-back days. I'm Bill Scott with sports. After yesterday's 135-127 victory over Philadelphia, the Bucs back home tonight, playing host to the Golden State Warriors. Bucs will play the rest of the first half without Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's sidelined with a left calf injury and has been shut down through the All-Star break. It means he'll miss next weekend's All-Star game, the NBA naming Atlanta's Trae Young as Giannis's replacement. Philadelphia captured its second Super Bowl title, rolling to a 40-22 win over the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday in New Orleans. Chiefs missing their chance to three-peat. Wisconsin climbed in both men's top 25 basketball polls up to 15th in the coaches' poll and 16th in the AP poll. Marquette dropped to 16th in the coaches, 18th in the writers' poll. Top-ranked Badger women's hockey team, WCHA regular season champs for the 10th time. They wrapped up the title Saturday, then finished off the series sweep with a 6-1 victory over the Gophers yesterday. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Byron relives 500 victory. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
NASCAR fans, get ready to feel the rush. The official NASCAR Tracks app is your ultimate race day companion. From managing your event tickets to navigating with wayfinding maps, event schedules, and facility info, it's got everything you need to make your experience unforgettable.
Ready, green flag, green
Bring
flag.
your headphones and dive into the action like never before with live scanner access.
Got a race to win, my man.
Listen in on driver and team communications at select NASCAR Tracks. Download NASCAR Tracks now on the Apple App Store or Google Play.
Last season, William Byron captured one of the biggest prizes in sports, the Daytona 500. The Hendrick Motorsports driver looks back on that special day in dreamlike wonder, struggling to remember all the details after the checkers and during the whirlwind victory lane when he joined the elite 500 club.
Well, I think it was just way bigger than I could ever imagine. I really don't remember a lot about Victory Lane. I do remember a lot of the snippets throughout the week and weekend, and I think it was just a whirlwind. If I could do it over and win that race again, I would definitely take everything in a lot more, but yeah, it was really special.
Hear more from Byron tonight on NASCAR Live presents The 500 Club at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
For the latest news and issues affecting agriculture, join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk weekdays at 1 on Real Country, 1430 WRDN.
And welcome back to Prescott High School. We are at halftime as the Panthers lead by a score of 22-16 here in the first half. Let's see, Emma White leading the Panthers with 7, Chloe Auth 6. Peyton Paschal has 5, Victoria Kurth has 2. For Prescott, basically, let's see, Violet Otto has 12, Bowles has 1, Zulsdorf 1, and Schomer has 2. We, from the JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 36-33. Thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget, they have some Valentine's Day specials. The Valentine's Day special Friday fish fry coming up at Riverside Grill this Valentine's Day night, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory featuring homemade pizza. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Coming up, we have second quarter action, or second half action coming up next. Listening to Durand-Arkansaw Girls High School basketball here in Real Country, 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabashan, 107.3 FM translator, W297CH, Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to...
Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Prescott High School as we get ready for the second half. And it looks like we could be seeing Sarah Sabelko back in. She was trying to warm up, run on that ankle. So we'll see. Coach Lowenhagen wanted her to do a couple of run back and forth and run forward, stop on her left ankle, and then come back, running backwards, and then stop. And she was shaking her head, yes. Coach Lowenhagen may be saying, okay, well, we'll see if we can put you in, but she's not going to be in to start this second half. And Otto will have the ball to start it for Prescott. We're back underway. This second half, the Panthers going from left to right, Prescott right to left. And quickly back over the other way now. Over to the top of the key is Schomer. Schomer now gets it over to Otto. Left wing, 3 ball on the way is good by Otto. 20-19 Panthers. Over to Chloe Oth now. Chloe Oth across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt now looking for a cutter on the left wing. Comes over to the top of the key now. Out to McMahon. McMahon over to Kurth. Kurth inside to Hoyt. Hoyt right baseline. Fakes right, goes left, puts up the tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Otto. It was off the rim. And Otto now across the timeline. Now a 3 ball the other way. Shot no good. Loose ball coming up with it is Schomer. Schomer cross-court pass to Otto. She'll try to drive in from the right wing. Gets cut off, though, has to kick it back out to the top of the key. Coming in is Schomer. Schomer into the lane. Goes left, then right. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth coming over to Oth. Chloe Oth now across the timeline. Oth now hands it off to Kurth. Kurth now inside to Hoyt. Hoyt, though, can't hang on. Tries to save it, and Otto comes up with it. Back the other way comes Otto. And now a 3 ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth back to Chloe Oth. Panthers still up 20-19. Over to McMahon. McMahon on the left wing. Over to Kurth now. Kurth now on the left wing over to Chloe Oth. Cross-court pass now over to McMahon. Right wing, 3 ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Chloe Oth tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. She hit the back of the rim with it. So it'll be Prescott ball. Inbounding it will be Zulsdorf. Panthers up by 1. Full court Panther press now. Inbounded to Hillebrand. Here comes the trap, but she manages to get it off to Schomer. Schomer quickly back the other way now. Squares up, long 2. Shot no good. Rebounded by McMahon. McMahon to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now back the other way for the Panthers. Still up by 1. And Oth now. Looking for a cutter now to Glaus, top of the key, over to Kurth. Kurth, right wing, drives inside, puts up the shot, up and in. 22-19 now Panthers. And here comes Otto. Otto on the near side here. Comes over to the wing now. Cross-court pass. Round the horn we go. 3 ball on the right side. Up and no good. Rebounded by Roll. Roll kicks it back out to Otto, left wing. 3 ball. Shot no good. This time rebounded by Kurth. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Roll. So it'll stay Panther ball. And inbounding it now will be Glaus to our left. And she inbounds it now to Oth. Oth across the timeline to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Kurth. Kurth left corner. Back over to McMahon. Cross-court pass now over to Oth. Oth inside to Hoyt. Hoyt shot blocked, but she gets the loose ball back up. And nearly lost it, but gets it over to Glaus. Glaus now to McMahon. Over to Oth. Oth left wing. Oth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt to McMahon. McMahon tries to drive in from the left wing. Gets stopped. Shot put up. No good. And rebounded by Otto. And Otto now across the timeline. Panthers up by 3. 22-19. 14:43 remaining. And Roll now at the top of the key. Roll now over to Hillebrand. Hillebrand left wing. Cross-court pass now to Zulsdorf. Kick it back out to Otto towards center. Otto now retreats back. She's near the timeline. Now she'll come in, works off the screen. Left wing, right wing, 15-footer. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth now over to Oth. Oth, bomb to Glaus. Glaus left wing. Now to McMahon. McMahon left side. And McMahon now over to Hoyt. Hoyt now back to Glaus. Glaus left side. Glaus now over to McMahon. McMahon now into the lane, but has to kick it back out to Kurth. Kurth left side. She'll try to drive out to the wing now to Chloe Oth. Drives in from the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Kurth. Kurth right wing. 3 ball. Shot no good. And rebounded by Schomer. Schomer back to Zulsdorf. Quickly back the other way. Gets cut off now. Looks driving inside is going to be Zulsdorf, up and in as she drives the lane to make it 22-21 Panthers. And over to McMahon, whistle foul. Foul before the shot. Foul's going to be on, I think it's going to be on Roll. her third. So Sabelko is coming back in. Okay, so Sabelko is back in, and also coming in is Paschal. And so Oth now to inbound it. Inside pass to Hoyt. Hoyt drives the lane up and in. Oh, she was going inside. It was perfect. Nice pass inside. A bounce pass from Chloe Oth. Back the other way now comes to Thone. Thone over to Otto. Panthers back up by 3. And inside driving the lane is Hillebrand. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt now to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth over to Sabelko. She can't hang on to it. A little high on the pass. And so we'll go back to Prescott. Inbounding it in front of the Panther bench is Schomer. Schomer inbounds it to Thone. Thone now. Back across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Over to top of the key. Hillebrand now over to Otto. Otto left wing. Comes back out to center. Otto now over to Thone. Thone looking for a cutter inside. Can't find one. Now has to pass it off to Bowles. Bowles now comes down to the right wing. Looking for someone inside. No one there. Over to Schomer now. Schomer cross-court pass over to Hillebrand. Left wing 3-ball by Hillebrand to tie the game. Chloe Oth over to Kurth. Kurth inside. Kicks it back out now. Round the horn we go. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt left side. Hoyt now, cross-court pass over to Paschal. Paschal, right wing, thought about the 3, said, nope, not going to do it. Over to Oth now. Oth left wing. Oth now to Sabelko, left corner. Sabelko now, inside to Kurth. Kurth into the lane. Fakes left, goes right, puts it up under, lays it, no good. Rebounded by Bowles. Quickly back the other way comes Prescott. Another 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Prescott. Panther ball. So it'll be Panther ball. McMahon now to inbound it to our left. And so inbounded to Hoyt. Hoyt back to McMahon. Oh, she wasn't expecting it. Coming up with a loose ball is Prescott. Zulsdorf kicks it over to Otto. Otto, left wing, has the ball knocked away by Chloe Oth. And then Kurth knocked it back to Oth. Oth bomb to McMahon, too high. Out of bounds. And Thone now to inbound it to our right. Tied at 24, 11:32 remaining. Block comes in now for Schomer. And inbounded now to Hillebrand. Hillebrand across the timeline. Bounce pass now to Bowles. Bowles now over to Otto. Otto on the left or right side. Comes over to the right wing now, top of the key. Now has to come back towards center now, over to Hillebrand. Hillebrand, top of the key to Block. Block now passes it off to Thone on the left side. Back to the left wing now. Into the corner. Back out to the wing. Inside pass to Otto. Otto puts it up and in. Wow, what a shot. Prescott up by 2. Over to Paschal. Paschal across the timeline now for the Panthers. 10:54 remaining in the game. 26-24 Prescott. And now to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth looking for a cutter. No one there. And tries to get it inside. Knocked away, but Kurth comes back up with it. Bounce pass inside to Hoyt. Hoyt high off the glass. No good. And rebounded by Roll. Roll back to Otto. Otto now at center. Passes it off to Block. Block back to Otto. Otto on the left side. She's in trouble. She's trapped. Whistle timeout. Timeout Prescott with 10:20 remaining, and the Panthers leading, the Prescott leading 26-24. Thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. The Cell Block with the soup and salad bar weekdays. They also have daily specials as well. That's the Cell Block. Make them your stop for lunch. Downtown Durand. Durand Improvement Group. Many hands like work. Help with community events. Just visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information. Also, Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Built Tire, let Bauer Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or find them online at bauerbuilt.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight, so please thank all of our sponsors. All right, timeout's done. It's Prescott ball. Prescott leads 26-24, and they will have the ball. And they will inbound it here right in front of us. So inbounded now to Thone. And over to Otto now. Otto on the right wing. Whistle, double dribble. Panther ball. Paschal to inbound it on the far side over to Auth. And Auth will come across the timeline for the Panthers. Down by 2. Auth now. Over to Paschal. Paschal now over to Kurth. Kurth, right wing, drives inside. Puts up a shot, whistle, foul. Foul's going to be on number 10. That's going to be Zulsdorf, and Kurth to the line for 2. Thinking of the Cottage from Floral Arrangements. Valentine's Day gifts for mom, guys. Valentine's Day this Friday. Don't forget, ladies, it's the Galentine's Day after hours open house starting at 4 this Thursday. First free throw is good. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. The JKO Auto Body Shop, downtown Durand and Durand Fresh Market. It's your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings at freshmarketswy.com. Tied at 26, both free throws good. And back the other way now is Prescott. That's Bowles. Bowles coming across the timeline now. Bowles now over to Zulsdorf. And now Otto, 3 ball on the way. Wow, what a 3 by Otto to make it 29-26. And over to Hoyt now. Hoyt over to Kurth. Kurth now inside to McMahon. Kicks it back out to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. 3-ball shot, no good. And Chloe Auth makes the tip. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. And rebounded by Bowles. Bowles back the other way. Again, Prescott up by 3. Pass is nearly intercepted, but McMahon couldn't hang on. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Prescott ball. 9:16 remaining in the game. Prescott leads by 3. Glaus and Pelkey come in. McMahon and Paschal come out. So inbounding it on the far side will be Bowles. Bowles gets it over to Otto. Otto in the lane, turnaround shot, rims out. And coming up with it is Glaus. Over to Auth now. Auth, bomb to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing. Stopped, pass is intercepted. Tried to get it over to Kurth, and it gets intercepted. Back the other way comes Thone. Prescott up by 3 now. Over to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf, top of the key now, off to Roll. Roll. Has to get it over to Thone. Inside to Otto. Otto puts up the shot. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Glaus. Thinking the numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093. Find out how a daily money manager can help you save money, also protect your family from fraud as well. That's Numbers R Us. You can also visit them online at numbersrus.com. Durand Smokehouse with a hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse. That's Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand. First free throw was good. Second free throw, rather, no good. And it will be off of Prescott on the loose ball. And so it will be Panther ball, 30-26, Prescott. And so inbounded now to Chloe Auth. Chloe Auth across the timeline now. Auth now kicks it over to Kurth. We'll check that's Paschal. Paschal now back to Auth, left side. Auth now comes out to the top of to the left wing, over to Glaus now. Glaus top of the key, back to Kurth. Kurth, top of the key now, can't drive inside, gets cut off. Has to stay on the outside to Pelkey. Pelkey over to Paschal. Paschal left wing. Paschal looking for a cutter inside, no one really there. Paschal now, ball knocked out of bounds. Pass intended for Glaus in the left corner. Stay Panther ball. And Pelkey to inbound it in front of the Panther bench on the far side. And over to Oth now. Oth on the far side. Oth now over to Glaus. Glaus to Kurth. Kurth right corner. Back out to Pelkey, right wing. To Oth, to Paschal, left side. Paschal now over to Kurth. Cross-court pass over to Pelkey. Pelkey on the right wing. Inside pass, loose ball, but Kurth saves it to Oth. Oth to Pelkey. Ball was going out of bounds, but Kurth saved it. And so now, Pelkey in trouble. Whistle timeout. Timeout Panthers with 7:34 remaining here in the game. 30-26 Prescott. Thank you to Paul Slusher, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. Ryan Sports Shop, ice fishing underway. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Durand Napa farmers, visit Durand Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep your equipment running on the farm. Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden equipment dealer. Highway 25 Durand. They also have small engine repair now at Annabis Silo. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight, so please thank them for supporting our broadcasts. Panther ball. They'll inbound it here on the near side to our right. 30-26 Prescott, 7:34 remaining. Inbounded to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now across the timeline, back over to Glaus. Glaus right wing to McMahon at the top of the key now to Oth on the left wing. Oth now comes back over to the top of the key. She splits two defenders. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Otto. And so Chloe Oth to inbound it on the far side to our right. Right on the end. And Oth looking. And pass is going to go out of bounds. Now they're going to talk who had it. The Panther ball. They're going to say it was kicked by Prescott. So Glaus to inbound it once again. Inbounds it to Oth. Oth now back across the timeline. Oth's pass intercepted by Otto. Otto back the other way. Stop. Now she stops. Turns around. Shot short. No good. Rebounded by Glaus. Glaus over to Oth. And Oth now across the timeline for the Panthers. Prescott still up by 4. As Glaus now looking for a cutter. No one there. Back over to McMahon. McMahon right wing. Cross-court pass to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing. Kurth now tries to drive in, splits two defenders, shot blocked, and whistling a foul. And then going to the line is going to be Kurth again. It's like foul, I think, is on Bowles. Yep, foul's on Bowles. That'll be her first. And thank you to Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. First free throw good. Call Chris at 672-8224. Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospital and Clinics. Again, please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcast possible here on WRDNX. Free throw, no good. So it's now 30-27, Prescott. And across the timeline now comes Hillebrand. Hillebrand puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt to Oth. Back the other way come the Panthers, down by 3. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey now over to Kurth. Kurth over to Oth. Oth back to McMahon. McMahon now to Paschal. Paschal back over to Oth. Oth to McMahon on the left, or on the right wing rather, now to Paschal. Paschal around the horn we go to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now tries to get it pass inside, but knocked away. But Kurth comes back up with it, tipped back out by Chloe Oth. Over to Paschal now on the right wing. Paschal now over to Hoyt. Hoyt right corner. And stolen. Wow, what a steal by Otto. By herself, up and in. Over to Paschal now. Paschal to Oth. Oth across the timeline. Oth now keeps it herself. Nope, gets it over to Kurth. Kurth does a spin move. Puts up a tough shot. Hoyt fighting for it, but coming up with it is Otto. Otto, bomb back the other way. Bounce pass to Schomer. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Bowles. Puts up a shot, whistling a foul. 32-27, Prescott. And get to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. Also SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. Don't forget, next Thursday, the 20th, is the Chippewa Valley Egg Conference. Visit SFB's website for more information. First free throw is good. And Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Second free throw on the way is good as Bowles makes them both to make it 34-27 now, Prescott. And Hoyt now across the timeline for the Panthers. On the far side now. Over to Glaus. Glaus top of the key. Glaus now over to McMahon. McMahon loses the ball off her foot. Loose ball coming up with it is Bowles. Across the timeline now for Prescott to Otto. Otto, top of the key, retreats back out towards center now. Over to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf, right wing. Now to Schomer. Schomer, she's going to drive into the lane. Puts up the tough shot. Overlays it, no good. And Glaus comes up with the loose ball. Back to Oth. 34-27, Prescott. 4:24 remaining in the game. Over to McMahon now. McMahon over to Oth. Oth now back to Glaus. She'll drive in from the right wing. Puts up the shot, whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on Bowles. And going to the line now is Glaus. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company. It's tax time. Call Sundstrom & Company now at 672-4425 to make your appointment. First free throw, no good. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They'll also do service on other name brand appliances too. That's Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is good by Glaus. So it makes it 34-28. Paschal comes back in. McMahon takes a seat. Sabel goes back in as well for the Panthers. And inbounded now to Hillebrand. Here comes the trap. And they get it across the timeline. Schomer now back over to Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf at center. Zulsdorf now passes tipped by Chloe Oth. And she comes up with it. One-on-one break. Nope, two-on-one break over to Hoyt. Hoyt stops, whistle, foul. Hoyt to the line for two. Zulsdorf with the foul. Thank you to Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. First free throw, good. Adam Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center with complete auto service, downtown Durand. EdTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Just a few of our high school sports sponsors. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Hoyt makes them both to make it 34-29 now. And loose ball. Paschal nearly came up with it on the inbound to Schomer now. Schomer to Zulsdorf across the timeline. And now back the other way comes Schomer and kicks it back out to the wing. Three ball on the way. Shot no good. And Otto comes up with it. 34-30. Prescott, top of the key. Head fake in the three is Schomer rather. Back to Otto. Otto nearly lost the ball. And now Otto, she's in trouble. Bounce pass over to Schomer. Schomer, 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. And coming up with it is Hoyt. Hoyt to off. 3:09 remaining. Prescott up by 4. Over to Sabelko now. Sabelko tries to drive inside. Can't do it now. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing. Back over to Paschal. Paschal on the right wing. And Paschal now back to Off. Off to Hoyt, left wing. Hoyt looking for a cutter. No one there. Now she fakes left, goes right. Drives inside, up and in. Oh, Emma Hoyt. Nice job. Whistle and a timeout. Timeout Panthers. 2:45 remaining. Panthers down by 2, 34-32. Thank you to Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Find out about tanning and fitness bundle packages now. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Jerry Bear and Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabas Silo, Highway 25, Durand, and Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Again, please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give our sponsors a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for their support. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our sponsors. It'll be Prescott ball. 2:45 remaining. Prescott up by 2, 34-32. So to inbound it will be Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf inbounds it to Otto. Otto now. Gets it across the timeline to Schomer. Schomer now, here comes the trap now over to Zulsdorf. Back to Schomer, top of the key. Schomer now. Inside pass now to Hillebrand. Hillebrand kicks it back to the outside. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on McMahon. And so now on the inbound pass, nearly lost it was Bowles, but she came back up with it over to Hillebrand. Hillebrand now back to Schomer. Schomer now inside to Otto. Otto puts up a shot, whistle, foul. Foul's going to be, I think, on off. Nope, foul's going to be on Hoyt. So Otto to the line for 2. Thank you to Bauer Bill Tire. Let Bauer Bill take care of all of your automotive needs. You just give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at BauerBilt.com. First free throw good, the Cottage. Don't forget the Cottage has all those Valentine's Day specials. Guys, get that your special Valentine, that gift from the Cottage. And ladies, the Galentine's Day after hours event with the Cottage and some of the other businesses in downtown Durand coming up Thursday night at 4 o'clock. Ball knocked out of bounds by Otto. 36-32, Prescott leads, 2:02 remaining. Paschal to inbound it. Inbounds it to Hoyt. Hoyt now. Tries to drive inside, can't do it. Kicks it back out to McMahon. McMahon now over to Kurth. Kurth over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing now to Oth on the right wing. Inside to Kurth. Kurth does a spin move in the lane. Can't put up the shot. It's blocked. Blocked by Bowles. Off to Otto. Otto not across the timeline. Otto now regains control and gets it across the timeline to Schomer. On the wing over to Bowles. Loose ball, but Prescott comes up with it back to Otto. Down to a minute 24 now. Otto. Foul on off. So Otto to inbound it on the far side. Minute 22 remaining. We have our Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up. And Otto inbounds it now to Hillebrand. Hillebrand over to Schomer. Schomer now back over to Bowles. Bowles left wing. She's going to try and drive inside. Kicks it back out to the right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good. Wow, big, huge 3 by Hillebrand to make it 39-32 with a minute 6 remaining. Across the timeline now. Over to Paschal. Paschal nearly lost the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay Panther ball. 58 seconds remaining. 7 points. Prescott lead. Inbounded to Hoyt. Hoyt, she's going to drive in from the right corner. Off of Hoyt's foot, out of bounds. Prescott ball. And so Prescott to inbound it on the far side. Inbounds it now to Schomer. Schomer now gets it across the timeline over to Zulsdorf. Ball inside, but knocked out of bounds by Hoyt. 47 seconds remaining, and inbounding it in front of us will be Zulsdorf. Zulsdorf inbounds it now to Hillebrand, whistling a foul. So I think fouls on Hoyt. And so whistle timeout, Prescott. And so with 45 seconds left, Prescott leading 39-32. Thank you to the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market. Download the app at shopfreshmarkets.com to even have more savings with your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Give Rhonda a call and find out how Rhonda can help you protect your family and make things a little bit easier as well as a daily money manager. 672-8093. And Durand Smokehouse, where the hog sale continues. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand. Also, thank you to Provisions Health, the healthcare your way, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Find out more at provisions.health. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom, building a smart fiber optic community from the ground up. Find out more, visit wwt.coop. Riverside Grill, they have daily specials. Don't forget the Riverside Grill will be having Valentine's Day specials on that Friday fish fry this Friday night for Valentine's Day. That's Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. All right, here we go as Zulsdorf now to inbound it. Inbounds it to Otto. Otto now on the left wing. Otto comes back out towards center. Otto now cross-court pass over to Schomer. Schomer now over to Zulsdorf. Bounce pass back over, and now a foul. Foul will be on off. 1-1 now for the Cardinals. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory. They have meat and cheese trays for any type of get-together. And that's O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 85 Durand. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt over to Oth. 27 seconds remaining, though. Back to Glaus now. We're down by 7. Got to get some shots off here and have them drop. Over to Paschal. Paschal now to Kurth. Kurth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key. Over to Kurth now. Kurth back out to Hoyt. Hoyt squares up. 3-ball on the way. Shot rims up. No good. Rebounded by Otto. 6 seconds left. That's going to do it as the Prescott's going to win this game. One last foul. I think that's on Kurth, and so to the line for the 1-1 is Otto, but 2 seconds remaining. Prescott going to win this game. And thank you to Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Cell Block with soup and salad bar. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry as well. It's the Cell Block, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information. And that should do it tonight as 41-32, Prescott wins over the Panthers. We have our Bauer Built Panther postgame show coming up next, being brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Prescott High School, where tonight Prescott wins at 41-32 over Durand-Arkansaw. And joining us, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Coach, did they change up defenses in the second half? It just seemed like the girls are having a lot more trouble in that second half compared to the first.
No, they didn't change up much. They switched a lot more on a lot of their man-to-man stuff. So we need to do a better job movement. I just think in general we were really short-staffed tonight, so missing 2 starters from the get-go. A lot of other girls got opportunities. Girls played way too many minutes. We get tired, and then we don't cut as hard. And then if you don't have that ball movement with the offense we run, it makes it a lot harder to score.
I know Sarah Sabelka, I think she rolled her ankle, but she did come back in. I mean, is she going to be okay? It looked like she was able to. I saw you making her do some drills before the second half.
Yeah, it's a rolled ankle. I think we'll see where it goes from here. I think, probably trying to baby it for about a week here and see what we can do there and try to get her ready to go. Quite frankly, at this point, it's trying to get ourselves healthy for the playoffs.
Other than that, though, I'll tell you what, Prescott has those big girls in the lane, but boy, you got to be proud of the girls for really fighting for that ball and getting some extra opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did a lot of good things tonight other than score. I think we rebounded it really well. Our defense wasn't terrible. She's really good. She made some really tough shots tonight. She's probably playing the best game she's played since the last 5 games that I've watched, but she's really tough. She makes shots, and then when she gets going, it was difficult for us down the stretch. I think if we were able to just make a few more shots, a lot of shots in the lane tonight where we were just not as strong as we need to be going up, and then if they don't go in, you're not going to get a foul call, so we have to go much stronger on them. And so I think there's a lot of good things. It's sometimes at the end of the day, if you don't score, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, again, I thought the girls, they played strong. They fought as hard as they could to make that happen tonight, even with some of the shorthanded staff. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at Spring Valley.
All right, thank you.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen, as tonight Panthers lose by a score of 41-32. Let's run down scoring for and Paitlin Paschal had 5. With the loss, the Panthers drop it to 15-5. Meanwhile, for Prescott, Otto had, get this, 27 tonight out of the 41. Wow. Bowles make that 28. Bowles had 3. Zulsdorf had 3. Schumer had 2, and Hillebrand had 6. That second 3 late in the game was really the big killer there. But with the win, Prescott now goes to 500 on the evening at 10-10. Well, coming up, we're going to see if we can find some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Also preview our next game. That's coming up next on the Bauer-Bill Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bauer-Bill Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer built on service.
Welcome back to Prescott, where tonight Prescott wins it by a score of 41-32. JV game from earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 36-33. Now some games that are on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard for tonight. Ellsworth is at Colfax, that in boys basketball. Baldwin Woodville at Mondovi in boys hoops tonight. Also, Triton at Lake City, that in girls basketball tonight. Also, McDonald at Spring Valley, that in boys hoops. Selma Pepin taking on Alma Center Lincoln, that in girls basketball tonight. Those are some of the scores that we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Well, again, our next broadcast tomorrow night will be going, staying on the road with the girls. We'll be at Spring Valley. We'll have the Advent Health Panther preview at about 7 and tip-off at 7:15. Again, our final score tonight, Prescott wins at 41-32. Been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Girls High School Basketball here on WRDN. I'm Brian Winnekins. Have a great evening.